Sup guys, this video's about baby's first boo-boo. Would you look at that? Look at what I did to my truck. Would you believe I did this on my way to a hiking trip? I wasn't even off-roading. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Yeah, long story short, somehow I did my first damage to my truck since owning it. So let me give you a bit of backstory. I had planned this trip in advance. I was going to hike a big mountain, packed everything the night before, packed my food, packed my gear. I had just driven 2 hours to get there. I got up at 5 a.m. to start driving out. It was a big mountain. I wanted to summit. I knew I was going to be there all day. So I get to the trailhead and there's not a lot of parking. It looks totally full. And so I'm kind of freaking out a little bit. I'm thinking, you know what? I don't want to spend 20 minutes driving around looking for a spot. I just want to go. So let me describe this trailhead a little bit. You show up, it's kind of a remote area. There aren't any marked spots. It's just a bunch of pavement and there's kind of some obvious spots. But then after that, people are just sort of parked along the street, kind of parallel parked. But of course you can only do that so much before you're blocking the street. So to me, it looked really limited. And so I was feeling kind of trapped, like I didn't really know what to do. But now this is the crucial detail. There's also a dirt patch off to the side. There's kind of a bigger open dirt area off to the side that is no longer paved, obviously. And at that point, the pavement becomes dirt, and there are a few people parked there. You know, a couple Jeeps, a couple 4Runners, as you can imagine. And there's more room in this dirt patch. The problem is, it's just the most washed out thing I've ever seen. The transition from the pavement to the dirt patch, it just looked like a staircase. It was like a 90-degree drop from the pavement to the dirt, like one step on a staircase. And so after the pavement, there was like a 6 to 10 inch drop off in the worst spot. And it was better in some spots, but people had actually blocked a lot of the best access points based on where they'd parked, kind of forcing you to, if you wanted to travel between the pavement and the dirt, to take this kind of extreme drop. And so normal me would have never attempted this. I mean, I would have taken one look at this and thought, nope, I don't need that. And so given all the work and time and planning I had put in to do this hike, all of the commitment and investment I had already made in it, something just snapped and I decided I was gonna do it. And so, I wanted to feel better because I saw other people there already, but I knew more than likely what had happened is that they just got there earlier and drove straight onto the dirt without any issue before the easy access points were blocked. And they probably just pulled on nice and easy. I don't know, but to me, what was left was kind of sketchy. And so something in me just snapped and I said, okay, we're doing it, Mr. TRD Off-Road. And so I just didn't think, I just drove straight at it, picked the best line I could that was there, and 90%, it was perfect. I think I even had the back tires down. And then at the last second, there must have been another dip or something, because I just heard this boom, and I knew what I had done once I heard that sound. So I freaked out a little bit, but I pulled off, got out of the truck to go take a look at it, and I thought it was going to be a lot worse. And I think what actually happened was probably just best case scenario minimum damage, minimum aesthetic damage anyway. I was worried, it's going to be the bumper. I couldn't remember what the undercarriage of the truck looked like and what I thought was going to hit first. My mind was just racing with all kinds of possibilities and worst case outcomes that it could be. And so I run back, and this was a huge relief. There was no bumper damage. I didn't hit the spare, and really there's no serious damage at all. It's just these small scratches on one part of the frame near the tow hitch receiver. And it's really like the smallest amount of damage there could possibly be while still hitting something. And it's at this part that protrudes the most, sticks out the farthest in the back, and is the lowest. And so if you look at it, yeah, it's just some small scratches. And if you notice, I didn't even hit the other parts of the hitch receiver. I only hit this very outer lip, but if you look, there's other smaller lips farther in that didn't get hit. And so, yeah, there's some small scratches and it's sort of worn through the paint or whatever this coating is on the frame. And I think you can see some bare metal here. And so the only reason I would be worried about this at all at this point is now there's this exposure of the frame. And so I might try to apply some kind of paint or sealant to this because I don't want to be susceptible to rust. I really want to make sure this is protected. I don't want any issues with the structural integrity of the frame. So that's something I might look into. And also, if you guys want to comment any suggestions or tips, I'm open to any advice on this. I'm really looking forward to getting this patched up if I can. So all things said and done, I am kind of relieved. Considering how new this truck is, I've got like 3,500 miles on it at time of recording, and it's only been like 2 months. 2 months and a week. So I've been doing a lot of traveling, a lot of camping, a lot of off-roading. I've got some good trail miles, and it's still a stock truck. I think it's very capable. I've done a lot of trails that to me seemed very difficult, maybe not to people with extreme off-road rigs. But hey, for a new driver with a stock truck, I've done some stuff that made me pretty nervous. I've had a few butthole puckering situations, and up until this point, it's all been perfect and not even the slightest scratch or ding. It's been all good. So you know what? I'm kind of happy to just get that out of the way and have just this little small thing happen. So now I'm not so uptight about it. And now I understand the truck better. I've kind of learned, and I knew this about these Tacomas, that because of the truck bed, the departure angle wouldn't be as good. And I've witnessed it firsthand, so now I know what my weakness is, and I think that makes me a better off-road driver. I'm kind of happy to go through this in some sense. Anyway, I think that's all I had to say. I kind of just had a lot of energy around this situation and wanted to talk about it and spit out everything that was in my brain. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope everyone has a great day, and you know the usual, like, comment, sub. Trying to get to 1,000 subs. I think I'm floating around 500 right now, which is really cool. That's a big milestone that I had in my head for a long time. And that would really make the channel feel like it's been worth it. You know, I've been working on the channel for a few years, and so 1,000 subs is probably like the major milestone that everybody starting out is looking for. So all the usual stuff, you know, like, comment, subscribe, if you're down, you know? So yeah, I'm gonna try to be bringing more videos just about my life and my experience and my truck. And so I'm kind of exploring with what I want to do. I'm really interested in shooting video of nature and the world. I'm really into off-roading, camping, and hiking, and I'm kind of experimenting with putting together footage of these things and if people would want to see that, because it's just things that I care about. But you can rest assured that whatever I upload is something that I was really interested in, or that I just thought would help somebody else.